One of the games that I'm going to be playing later this week at Gamescom is Crimson Desert. There's quite a few videos of this game on the channel already because I've been following it quite closely. Last year, I got to play it at Gamescom as well, and back then, the demo that we got to play was mostly just sectioned off areas of the game. So we start off in this tutorial section where there's a big combat scene and you're fighting off multiple enemies. They're teaching you the controls and all that good stuff, and then there's a couple of boss fights that they let you do. But the game itself is meant to be this massive open world adventure that you're going to have. It's an RPG. It's got really, really cool combat. Like, I cannot stress this enough. The combat in this game is brutally satisfying. You get to do crazy wrestling moves on the enemies on top of attacking them with your weapons. You get to do like great sword and shield, bow. There's like lots and lots of combos and crazy things that you can do that have me really, really excited. And as I was getting ready to do my Gamescom stuff, I actually received a new video from Pearl Abyss. They're like, hey, there's a new video of the gameplay that you're going to be doing at Gamescom. So the stuff that we are watching here in this video is going to be something that I'm going to be playing later, and I'll be able to tell you guys what it actually feels like to play this section, but I feel like I should watch it and we will see what this particular gameplay is all about. It's the first time I'm looking at it. The video is about 13 minutes long. Let's have a look.
We have to hurry to support
Okay, so let me just take a quick look here at the UI, getting us started. We have our objectives here at the bottom left. I like the fact that they're doing the minimalist UI thing. I remember this is like some palm ability that you get, like you have this palm strike that you get to do with your character. This was really cool. This is your health gauge. You got a map here. Pretty bog standard stuff that you have in RPGs. The visuals are looking good. This looks like it takes place in the actual open world of the game. And there's actually like some upper areas of this as well where apparently there's... Because this isn't just like set in medieval times. There's also some crazy other thing to it, almost like an Assassin's Creed Animus. I'm not exactly sure what the story of that is, but from what I've seen of this game so far, I have seen stuff like that, but we'll see what else they show us here. Looks like this time around we have a spear. This particular weapon was not available in the last time that I played the game, the spear, which is really cool to see. I like spears. So we got spear and shield. Let's see what they got going here.
Nowhere to turn. The Duke sent me.
We were expecting you. This way.
How's the situation? I've got the broad strokes.
It's all bad news, I'm afraid. The odds weren't in our favor to begin with, and now there's a mutiny within. There's a high chance the enemy will take the castle. If Marquis Lanford falls, then the entirety of Hernan will be in danger.
Marshal, preparations are complete.
Understood.
Heard one of my men is on the front lines.
Indeed. My scouts say he's fighting in the keep.
I'd expect nothing less.
I'm actually curious, this whole thing about I heard one of my men is fighting in the front lines. I suspect that there's going to be a management aspect to it, because I think that one of the objectives is going to be to reunite with your comrades because of one of the scenes that I witnessed during the demo that I played, which I don't think they've shown. Not entirely sure if they've shown video of that yet. But there's this big scene that happens where you're fighting off multiple enemies and all that stuff, and you kind of like get separated from your comrades. And I think that one big aspect of the game is going to be to like travel the world and find your companions again. And I think there might even be a management aspect where you're actually sending these people out to do missions, and that might be what triggers this dialogue. At least I'm hoping so, because I think that I don't know, I get this vibe that one of the things that is going to be a part of this is going to be some sandbox elements. So I'll be curious to see.
Marshal.
Like, I don't think you guys understand the level of ambition that is in this game. This, by the way, is a game that is made by the same people that made Black Desert Online, except right now it seems like it's going to be just single player. And I say it seems like it's going to be that way because initially the very first announcements of this game made it sound like there was also going to be a multiplayer component to it, but I don't think that's happening anymore. I could be wrong. Maybe this trailer even proves that wrong. But I'm definitely going to be asking about that at Gamescom.
Outpost to the Black Bears.
I see. Greymane, your comrade is likely holding out in the keep with the Marquis.
I've got to get to him.
Going in alone, given the present situation, would be suicide. The enemy has seized our outposts and constructed watchtowers. Approaching won't be easy. If you must go now, you'll need to use the cannons to clear your path.
Okay.
Marshal,
I
we've
like
been waiting
cannons.
for you. We need more tents to treat the wounded.
Show us how it's done.
Make it happen. The battlefield awaits, Greymane. I hope you know I'd rather you didn't go, but seeing as it's you, I know you'll go anyway.
Aye.
Join the artillery unit. Their cannons are set and ready. Best of luck.
The wounded are coming in by the dozen.
Repair the cannon. House Celeste, faction relationship change. The House Celeste faction of Greymane's. So it looks like there'll be some rep grind aspect to the game where maybe you'll get to do different alliances and that will trigger different paths that you have access to. I hope it's non-linear. Yep, here's the gliding. This is actually really funny because there was a boss fight that we were trying to do. I think I've shown the gameplay of that boss fight in the channel. And one of the things that we had to do was we had to do this gliding thing, then we had to use this grappling hook thing to then spin around and do a crazy rolling attack, and even the people on the show floor were having trouble getting that thing to work, but it was an interesting use of gameplay mechanics.
Everything went to shit in the blink of an eye.
What are we triggering?
Still.
Oh, that was the recovery of our, that's the recovery of our gliding ability. That's a big boy.
What are those demonist dogs doing in
Okay.
Aim for those smoking watchtowers and fire!
I love how we have to do that, like nobody else could figure that out. Bam! Showing us like the actual active destruction. Take that 7th abandoned pike and plant it at the designated spot. See, we're using that green power of ours. This still feels like a bit of a tutorial level. Kind of feel like we're going to be doing stuff like this
Well, we're counting on you.
quite a bit throughout the game. It actually reminds me a little bit of Shadow of Mordor. That's new. I don't remember that one. Of him just doing like a punching attack. Okay, we're going sword and board to get started. This is the charge attack with sword and board. This is one of the complaints that I had on the first time that we played the game. I think I mentioned this after I came back from Gamescom, is the fact that there's a lot of particle effects. They could do with reducing the particle effects a little bit, in my opinion, to get a little bit less visual clutter. Yeah, this is a charge attack. Swapping in the spear. Nice. That's another thing, the little jumping thing that he does. Palm strike. Like, you guys need to understand the complexity of this combat system, unless they dumb it down for the final release of the game, which I really hope that they don't. Like, I assure you, there's going to be like 80 to 70% of the people that will play this game and finish this game, they won't have explored like 60% of its combat, okay? It is that deep, which I really, really liked. Oh, crap. Did you see what I mean with the particle effects? Okay, swapping over to spear. Oh, looks like he's channeling different elements. So this is frost. We did some fire earlier, now some green thunder enhancement. I can already see the Sunhee legend clips. Look at the amount of enemies on display here. Also, I don't know at what resolution the game was running when I was playing it, because usually what they do is they just have really good monitors on the show floor. I'm not saying that's the case here, but that's one way to make the game look really good, is you can have the game at 1080p resolution in a really good monitor, and then, you know, you're able to get really good frame rate. But when I played, it was like silky smooth 60 all the time. I think it was running on PC, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't remember. Okay, so this is a tougher enemy. Ooh, get rocked. There's also parrying, perfect dodging. That's the palm strike right there. Damn, bro's getting his ass kicked. They put the intern playing today. There's a shield bash. Looks like he got him.
Oh, we got those fuckers good. Thanks to you.
Happy to help.
Greymane, we've been looking for you.
Look at all these dudes engaged in combat. I think that might be our companion, one of these two at least. Probably that one.
Situation? The Tunkod's taken the castle.
And Stefan?
Off to take it back. Won't be easy. Once he gets
You traitors! Insults to the kingdom! Stefan Lambert kneels to no pretender! Tenth, you're alive! I'll take care of the traitor! All right. I'll protect my men beyond the wall.
Is this one of the bosses
You're
we
a
could
hard one
fight?
to kill, Greymane. Still aiding that lout, Stefan Lanford. Then this is your hand! Even after your defeat, you still dare to meddle in our country's affairs! You're the bastard! You should worry for your own land! In the name of Grand General!
So right now we're still seeing some fairly basic combat. We just saw a little palm strike action there. Still waiting for them to do some of the more crazy stuff. The boot, doesn't matter. Bro charged through it with a big shield charge. Big charge attack gets interrupted. Jesus, you're just getting manhandled. You see that 99? That's like food. It works kind of like Skyrim, so you eat food to regenerate yourself. So that's one of the ways of doing it. That's why, probably for the purpose of the demo, they just give this character 99. But you're meant to have like more limited than that. You're meant to actually craft those, I think, and all that. Dude, he's just getting manhandled by the boss. This almost feels like they're making this a little bit harder than what it actually is, because when I play the game, it was not like this level of hard. Maybe the person that's playing doesn't know how to play that well, or maybe it's intentional for what they want to show. But the game is not meant to be like giga hard, at least from what I remember, unless a lot of things have changed. There we go. I think he's about to stun us. There's the stun. Ooh! What the hell? Yep. Just beat you down with this rock. This is cutscene. I think there's a couple of quick time elements to some of these. At least I remember there being some quick time elements. Kicked in the dome, ringing his bell.
Wait! Hear me!
That looks painful. Aw, they didn't show off any of the wrestling moves. I'm a little bit disappointed. I wanted him to pile drive this guy. Trader's Shield acquired. In case you guys missed that, this right here, whenever you defeat bosses, you usually get some of their iconic equipment. So in this case, we beat this boss. You get the Trader's Shield, so we get to actually use that shield moving forward.
Where did it you're going? Pathetic cunt! Cassius.
Dealt with.
Good.
It's over then.
Mostly. That was the last of them. Well done, my lord.
It was a hard one,
My
but
lord, a message. The remaining enemy forces are fleeing north.
We'll hunt them down. Cliff, on behalf of the shields, light the beacon of victory. And when all is said and done, let's have a drink.
The world looks so absolutely massive. Reminds me a little bit of Dragon's Dogma. I'm hoping it's got like... See, this is the grappling hook aspect I was telling guys about. Oh yeah, there's also mining and collecting of resources, which you can then use to craft, I think. You can craft different weapons and whatnot. That was shown in another gameplay. It wasn't actually the demo that I played at Gamescom. Traversal looking very satisfying. The combat shown in this demo was actually a lot more simplistic than what I'm used to seeing. It's like the demo that I played last year, the combat was far more complex. Maybe they didn't want to show all that stuff off because they want to keep the focus on the open world exploration and traversal and the events of the open world, since they've already shown off the combat before. You lit the arrow just by walking past the fire. Elemental interactions, that's nice. I'm guessing this is the mission that we'll be doing at Gamescom. I'm hoping I get to showcase the combat a little bit more. I don't know if I'll be allowed to capture or not, but if I can, I hope to be able to bring you guys more footage, but we'll see how that plays out. The game has been delayed to next year, which in my opinion is a good idea. Make sure that you really polish it out, iron out any kinks that might happen, particularly on the PC side of things. As we all know, performance issues always going to be very annoying on that side of things, but we'll see what happens with this. Let me know how you guys feel about Crimson Desert in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay strong. Stay safe. Peace out.